Hello and welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome you to another character creation. Today we are going to create a squig. It's a two-parter today. First up we have Aiden. So these are the lovely little chompers that the orcs have. What would you like to say, Aiden? Say hello.
Hello?
There you go. So, all right, we have a squig, bud. We're going to start with a name, which we will put in right here. What would you like your name to be?
Hold on. Just stay cold.
Okay, go grab your blanket real quick, bud. We can hold on.
Okay.
Hurry up. We have a person who got cold. We will resume momentarily. Wish I could play some Jeopardy music. That'd make it at least fun, right? Do 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 do. Is that transformative enough? I don't know. What's up, bud? Grab that one right there. Right there.
No.
Where's yours?
No, but I guess I'll have to be cold this entire time.
It's okay. You'll be fine. I promise you.
Okay.
All right. So what are we gonna do for the name?
Holder?
Holder?
Yeah.
Holder. All right.
Because he basically has a backpack on his back.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds good. All right. And obviously the race. So the race is gonna be over here. It won't let me. All right, we're gonna zoom that in. Oh. All right, we're gonna go over here to the race, which you can see right here. I think that works better than using the drawing stick because the drawing stick won't let me zoom in. So I'm gonna do it this way. As we go in, we'll zoom in on each individual part. So we have race right here. Race is going to be squig. Now the awesome part about the squigs, and the way I've set it up, is their squigs will be able to eventually become squigoths and mega squigoths. If you know anything about the orcs, that's the great big dudes. So eventually they will be ridden into battle upon enormous holders. And we have another squig coming up a little bit later who will have the same affinity. So, all right. Background, you don't really need that for this particular character due to its nature. It's more or less like a dog type life form. So for over here in the background, we're just going to leave that. We're just going to put orc in the background. Their class is going to be friend. Because they work on the similar level as any familiar or anything like that. All right, so the squig's armor class starts out at 10. We will adjust that accordingly once we get to his dexterity and stuff. So, all right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to the skills. All right, Aiden. I need you to pick me 4 of these, or was it 4 or 3? Yeah, you're gonna pick 3 of these and 2 of these. Total of 5. That's the number. All right. So skills. You have acrobatics, which is your dexterity. So that's like jumping over stuff, running around, jumping off of walls, trying to get up walls, things like that. You want to do skills for that?
No.
You can in fact get other little squigs later on, so that would fall under your animal handling. Did you want to do that?
Yep.
All right, animal handling. We'll mark that off. All right, that's 1. You do not have the access to warp powers as a squig. It is not something that they have. However, we can go to athletics checks, which are strength based. Do you want to do that? That's a similar function. It's like picking stuff up, moving stuff out of the way, moving heavy objects, things of that nature.
How do they pick stuff up?
They put them in their mouth and move them.
Oh. I was thinking about they were hopping on one leg and the other one was just holding the thing.
Sure, that works too, bud. Deception. You can be a deceitful little puppy dog, squig.
Oh, okay.
You have history. I don't think you really fall underneath that one. Your intelligence is going to have a minus to begin with anyway. So probably stay away from most of the intelligence-based stuff. Insight, which means, hey, that's actually a pretty good one for you. If you get high perception, you can choose insight, and that way you can bark or make a loud noise for the other people to know when somebody is lying. Would you like that one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that one. We'll give you proficiency in that. Alrighty. Then you have intimidation. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. You can be all intimidated. You know, like that. That's something that your character would definitely have. You have investigation. You can use your nose, which is an intelligence-based skill. However, in your particular case, I will change it for the class that it will be, in fact, perception-based.
Okay.
You have medicine. You can be a medical doggy. A medical squig. Nature. That's a really good one. That way you can track things. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that one. All right. I think that's fairly good. All right, now for your saving throw, I'd recommend we do perception and then pick one more. Perception, we'll start with. And then either dexterity, strength, constitution, belief, intelligence. Which one?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throws, okay. That way the people can't take you over. That's actually pretty smart, kid. All right. We will then move on over to... So we did all those. We then went down to the saving throws. He chose perception and charisma. We're now going to...
This goes.
Hey, Ghost. Move. All right, so now we're going to roll some dice. All right, I need you to roll the D6 5 times. Okay. We're going to put into your strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, and perception. Just so you know, you have +2 to strength to start with.
6?
Yep, the 6-sided dice. No, the little square guys, bud. You have +1 to constitution, +1 to perception, -2 to your intelligence. And that's what you have. So for a squig, it's +2 to strength, +1 to constitution, and +1 to perception, and then -2 to intelligence. So, all right. So we're gonna start. You just roll the You roll the D6 5 times. So roll. Okay, that's not a good start. So you have a 1 and a 3. Roll it 2 more times. A 1 and a 4. It's feast or famine with you, huh? And then 1 more time, bud. No, not both of them, just 1. And another 4. All right. Not the best scores we have had, but pretty good nonetheless. About average. All right, so let's see. Well, your constitution has +1 already. So if we do that, if we put a 1 in that, hey, look at me. So you start off at 8, and then you're going to add 2 to it total. That way your constitution is a base 0. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to have more health points?
I'll do some charisma.
Oh, you're going to do it in the charisma? All right, so charisma will be 9. It'll be -1. All right, your perception we'll roll for your perception later. Strength is already +2. I'd recommend, because strength is how you attack, I would add 4 to that. So you have a total of plus 6, giving you plus a 14 for your total amount. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? And that'll give you plus 2 to anything to do with strength-based. So we got strength there. All right, so your dexterity. How do you want to do that? Do you want to be all jumpy? We can give you a plus 1 to dexterity if you wanted. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So we will add. So we've taken away one of the 1s, one of the 4s, and now 2 of the 4s. So it'll be a 12 to perception or to dexterity, giving you a plus 1. Constitution. I definitely do the 3 on Constitution.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 on Constitution, making a total of 4, giving you 12, giving you plus 1. So every time you roll a dice for your hit points later, we will add 1 to it. And then last but not least, he's only going to add 1 to his already 6 intelligence, giving him a total of 7. Giving him a minus 2 to intelligence.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Now we're going to get to rolling some d20s. We're down here in the perception. Over here is our perception. And for this, we do it a little bit differently than D&D. Instead of having wisdom, which in my personal opinion is an entirely... It just doesn't work for anything. It doesn't make sense. When you have intelligence and wisdom in the same category, it doesn't really work. I understand the indication of what they think it's different. But, so we're going to roll 5 d20s and then average them. And we're going to do that one roll of the dice for each sense that they have. So, a d20, the big one here, bud. Roll it for me for five times, all right?
Okay. Actually, I'm going with the other one.
All right, hold on. Don't roll them at the same time, bud. So first one is going to be a 9. Roll again. We got a 1. Roll again, buddy. A 14. Again. We got a 5. Roll again, buddy. And another 9. All right. So let's average that up real quick. I don't have a calculator up. So we got 9 plus 1 plus 14 plus 5 plus 9 divided by 5 equals, not so good. You're going to have an 8 plus 1, so that's 9 to your perception. We can boost that up in your with your MP though, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. It will be quite easy to do that. So one lovely thing about the whole way it's set up, you can use your mutation points. So if you've got a stat that just didn't work out, like your perception, you can literally pump points straight into your perception every single step of the way with your MP. It's 15 MP times the number of positive modifiers you have, or times the number of modifiers. So the really neat thing about that is, it'll cost him 5 MP the first time, then it'll cost him 10, and then it'll cost him just 15, and then he'll start going into the positive after that. It goes 15, 15, and then it'll be 30, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse for it, or more expensive. But he'll start getting more and more pluses a lot easier. Alrighty. Nope, we're not done yet, bud. Sit down. Huh? All right, he's going to go try and look for that blanket again, folks. All right, so that all said and done, we can now create his we can now do, when he comes back, we will give you his, actually I can tell you his his speed. So him being a very small, quick animal, he's going to have 55 for his speed. He can move 55 feet each turn, which is really cool. Okay, so his dexterity is +1, so he will have 11 armor. He's not very hard to hit. However, again, just like everything else, you can put points into it and make your armor class better. You can buy better armor class, basically. All right, we're going to basically skip over this whole area. He's not going to have any ammo as it is right now.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. He will have ability points for setting bombs, though. He will have that. That is his one ability that he will have along with his regular old biting people. All right, bud. So we need to roll for your health dice, and for you, being a squig, you're going to be 1d10 plus con. So, do you know which one the d10 is, bud?
What?
Which dice that is?
Ooh. No, this.
Yep, you got it, bud. You're gonna roll it twice for the first level, and then we're gonna level you up to level 3 to meet up with the rest of the people. So that's a 10. That's a great start. So that's 11 to start with, bud. All right, roll it again.
Okay.
That's a 9. 9 plus. So he's already got more health points than I think basically the rest of the crew, and he's still at level 1. He's got 21 hit points so far. Let's roll for level 2. So roll it one more time, or roll it again.
Okay.
Yep. That's 7. That puts him at 29. And one more time, bud. Last time.
Okay. If I get a 10 again.
And there's an 8. That puts him at 38 health. Right. 8, 9, 9, and 9 is 18. Yeah. 38 points. 38 hit points on this squig. That is really good. I honestly think he has the highest life total out of anybody. And that includes the Space Marines. So his maximum hit points is 38. That is awesome rolling, bud. I know you didn't do well in the perception this time, but hey, doesn't matter. You got it done when it came to the hit points. Good job, bud. All right, so your main weapon, and so you'll have an ability and a weapon. Your main weapon is going to be your bite. You got them big old gnarly teeth. All right. So it's a melee weapon. The name is literally bite. It's not hard. All right. Your damage is going to be 2d6. The range is melee, and you don't have ammo for it. Now, for your abilities, hold on, you don't have to roll anything, bud. You're gonna have, so at level 3, you're gonna have 2 ability points, and this is bomb plant. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna write it down here underneath the. So his ability point, his max health points go here. His current health points will be during the games. His ability points go here. This takes place if you don't use magic, which is over here for your spell points. His weapon went here. The name was Bite. 2d6. The range is M for melee. The ammo is just scratched out. Now, down here under force powers, he doesn't have actual force powers, but he does have an ability. And the ability will be bomb. Or, what would they call it?
Plant?
No.
Mine?
No, it's not a mine, because you can detonate it all on your own. I'm just trying to think of the orcish word for it. Anybody in chat got an idea? We'll just call it a stick bomb. And that's S-T-I-K-K for stick, by the way. The damage is... Okay, so here's the neat thing is their damage is variable. So with this, he will roll a D6. Or no, sorry. I wanted to have even more fun with it. He's going to roll percentile dice for the radius at 10 or below. And you can do this with a 1d10 as well. It's just more fun if we use the larger numbers. It just, in my opinion, makes it more fun. Not enough people use percentile dice and things, and they're just fun. So we're going to use a percentile dice, and that'll determine how big the explosion is. The damage will always be 3d6, though. And just like everything else, he can he can make it more powerful, reduce the likelihood that it'll blow up in his mouth, which if he gets a 10% or below, basically rolling a 1, that will happen. But it'll always have an area effect. A maximum area effect is a 25-foot range. Alrighty, bud. So we have Holder, the squigg, whose class is friend. His background is orc. Armor class 11. Your hit dice is a D10 plus 1 for your con. You don't have any ammo. You will never have any Imperial credits. You will start off with 140 MP. And the reason why he starts so much higher than our previous session is because his character, unlike we had a brand new starting person, and then we had a person who died during the session in our previous one. So I'm filling in this part right here. Proficiency dice and things like that will be things he'll be able to buy. We're going to do all of that on Sunday. His mutation points or reputation points go right here. He will have 140 because those are rollovers from his previous character. He decided he didn't like that character, and so we went with the squigs instead. So, the fickle nature of a 7-year-old, but I'm not going to penalize him for wanting to have, if this makes it more fun for him. That is my goal, is for this to always be as fun as possible. For everybody involved, except for Nate. Nate just gets killed. Alright, so he will have 140 mutation points. He will be putting some of that into his perception, of course. And then he'll be able to buy proficiency dice with it, armor if he wants, things like that. That'll all come out in the during our next session on Sunday evening. Alright. Well, you're all done, bud. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you, bud. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab Aaliyah. All right, Leah. So, are you going to write for her? Mm-hmm. All righty. All right, we also have Rebecca here with us.
Hello?
You have heard her on other streams.
As a squirrel?
Yeah, that's Aiden's. Got you right here. All right, Leah, did you want to use the dice tower too?
Uh-huh.
All right. So, starting back over again, we have character name.
What are you gonna name her?
Shelly.
Shelly, the girl squig.
All right, Shelly, the female squig. Does that mean we're going to have new squigs? Multiple squigs?
They're a little young to be thinking about that.
They're squigs. They're basically born in grown-up form. They're born a fungus, technically. All right, so write your name down there. We got the name here is going to be Shelly. That's Shell as in Ellly. Actually, it'd be... So if we're talking orcs, we're not going to spell it with a Y. They don't use Y.
2 E's?
Yep, it's going to be definitely a double E. In a single L. Shelly! Yep, definitely the right way to do that. Race is going to be squig. Background is orc.
We're not rolling yet, dude.
Your class will be friend
Pet.
or pet. Yeah, pet works too. I went with friend because I thought it sounded better. But yeah, your armor. All right. So first things first. Your hit dice is going to be a D10 plus con. So you're going to write the D10 in here, and then plus your when we get to that modifier.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
roll.
not yet, but we will roll dice. We'll let you know when to start rolling dice.
Not yet. So it's a 10?
Yeah, it's 1d10. All right. Your speed will be 55.
Oh, you're a fast little booger.
Yeah.
You're faster than me.
She will also, because she, in the same vein as Aiden, didn't really ever, didn't lose her character, but started a new one. She'll also start with 140.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go on down to picking our skills. Right through here. So, what kind of squig do you want to be? A jumpy squig? What do you want to do?
She wanted to be a vegetarian squig.
A vegetarian squig. Don't think those exist. I am sorry. You can be a new breed of vegetarian squig, but it does not change your squiggy ways.
She just didn't want to eat people.
That's fine.
I don't know.
I
This is
want
what
to
she
be a
came up with.
normal squid.
You want to eat people now?
No.
No. Do you want to be jumpy, or do you... How do you want to do? Remember we looked at the ones that jump with the big foot?
I just want to be a normal squid.
A normal squig?
All right, but we got to pick some skills here, little lady. You see these right here? Look.
Look. Right here. We have to pick from all of these. Do you want to steal things?
You want to be a stealthy squig?
A sneaky squig. Ninja squig.
Ninja squig?
No?
No.
What about a natural squig? No? One that likes nature? What about a squig that likes to read? What about a squig that can jump really, really, really high and do cool flips? Yes, that sounds
All right, so acrobatics. We're going to run a dex character on this one then.
Okay.
All right. So from there, I would recommend, you know what? You might want to give yourself, since he's got nature, what about survival?
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
that one's a good one too. No?
No? Does she need belief because
No.
she's orc race?
No. Squigs don't fall. That's specifically orcs.
What about
not-
performance? Do you want to be a singing and dancing squig?
Sorry, I give them dog sounds. I know they don't, but
No? Do you want to be a medical squig? Yeah, medical squig.
all right.
Healer squig.
Healer squig. That's good.
A flipping healer squig.
That's fine.
I like it. So how many skills does she get?
She gets one more,
One more.
and then she'll get 2 saving throws.
Do you want to intimidate people or be sneaky? Sneaky?
Sneaky. That's a good one.
You're a sneaky flipping healer squig.
That works. Your healer is a squig, which I will, in fact, I will make it up because it actually sounds pretty cool. I'm going to actually make up a rig that allows her to store stem packs on her to allow her to heal, and she'll function as their healer. It will all be touch, but
She's fast.
she's fast, and that's great. And I'm literally going to do this on the fly. So instead of doing her ability points, which she will have 3 of because she's a healer. Healers always end up with more ability points because they're better. And now down here for her force powers, you're gonna put Pain Boy Apprentice.
BOI.
Yes. And so its effect will be 1d6 plus con. Heal. Yeah, it's a healing effect.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, she will have the ability to do that 3 times a day. And that's what the ability.
Oh, that's what the ability points were. Yep. So it's 1 ability point.
Yep.
Okay.
Each time is 1 ability point.
Groovy.
So there we go.
You get to heal people so that if you'd been around, Nate wouldn't have died.
I want these.
You want to play with those?
Okay.
She's picking her dice.
Okay. All right. So now we have to pick our savings throws. I would recommend intelligence and probably dexterity would be my recommendations. What do you think, little lady?
Does that sound good? Okay. So dexterity and intelligence for our saving throws.
Yep. All right. Now we get to roll some dice.
Alrighty.
All right. So I want a 5d6.
These guys. Roll some of those. Roll 2 of those. A 5 and a 4.
You got to write it down.
Yeah, okay. Roll them again, babe. A 3 and a 6. She's rolling really well.
One more. Not both of them.
Just one.
Just one of them.
And a 3.
And then a 3. She rolled really well.
Yeah. So
All right.
Constitution needs to be the highest one, the 6, right? Because it's...
So it'll be the character she heals Constitution, not hers.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that won't affect that ability.
All right, so how smart do you want to be, dude?
Real smart.
Real smart.
All right, well, just like before, so you can have +2 to strength.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's going to start over here. These are the ones you get from being the character. Mm-hmm. +2 to that, +1 to dexterity, +1 to perception, and then -2. No. I'm sorry, it wasn't dexterity. That was Constitution. Sorry about that. +1 to Constitution, and then -2 to Intelligence. Okay.
They're like Labrador retrievers.
Yes, basically.
That bite.
That bite. All right, you can go ahead and write that in there for her weapon.
Bite.
Name is Bite. Damage is 2d6. Sorry, it's 2d6 plus your strength. You add your strength modifier to it.
Okay. And her range is melee, right?
Yes, it is melee or M, and then you can scratch out the ammo. She doesn't reload for that.
Non-applicable. That works.
There it does. All right. All right, so now we have to allocate these up. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you still want her to be effective in biting things.
Yes.
So I'd recommend at least putting the 4 into that, so that way she has 14, which is +2.
Gonna be really strongly? It'd be 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That works really well.
So, and that gets rid of your
4.
4.
Eraser.
Yep. And then she'll have +2 to every save or anything like that. All right.
I organized all of them.
You did organize all the dice. They look beautiful.
So for I'd recommend if she's going to be doing the stealth thing and in that she has the acrobatics, definitely pump the 6 into the dexterity, giving her the same score.
Yeah, 14.
14, which everything starts off at 8, and then you add the dice that you roll to it. So 14, and that's a +2. Now, I'd recommend putting either the 5. Well, she wants to do intelligence, which is fine. So you might want to drop the 5 into intelligence to undo the minus.
So it's a 13. No,
No,
it's an 11.
It's an 11.
Yeah.
You're not in the negative. Aiden's
Yeah.
in the negative. So.
Oh. So this would be an 11. This would be 12 here for Constitution.
Yep, which gives her +1.
And then
Charisma will be
11.
which is plus nothing and evens out. That's fine.
And then the Perception would be...
That's the one we're going to roll
Yeah.
for, remember? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time to roll for our Perception.
Okay, Leah. More of them. Roll them again.
All right, no, the D20s,
D20.
the big ones over there.
The big ones. Where's the glow-in-the-dark one? Oh, roll that one too.
There you go. And then you'll just roll one more after that.
Okay.
Roll them individually, though.
Roll them at one at a time.
Yeah, if you roll them all at the same time, they bounce off each other. Got an 18.
Okay. Hold on. I did that, Leah.
I got it.
Okay. Okay.
No, roll it again. Don't put your hand in there. Just roll it and let it go. 18 again.
3 more.
Roll another one.
Come on. Roll the purple one.
11.
Roll the glow-in-the-dark
We
one.
have really good ones this time, folks. 15. That's really good.
Next one. Pick one.
One more.
10.
And a 10. Good
job.
job. All right. So our score comes out to 15 on her.
+1 would be 16.
Huh?
She has +1 on Perception.
Yep. So she'd have 16.
And then a +1 modifier.
What?
She has the +1 modifier for that.
No, that'll be +3, madam.
+3.
Yeah.
Oh. Because it's 16.
Yep. All right. So we're good there. Now we're going to roll for her health points.
All right, girl. You got this.
Is
All right.
all
So
of them?
D10s. That's
Okay.
these.
And roll one of those. Over that.
8 plus 1. So that's 9. Roll again.
8.
So 18. No.
Yeah.
Go over there. Again. You
One
have 2
more.
more times.
2 more times. 10.
10. All right. That's
And
and
one.
then 1. So you have 2. So you have 12 on 18.
So 30.
So 30 even. That's pretty good. That's really good.
Plus her Constitution?
I already did.
Okay, so 30. So her current hit points are 30.
30.
Dude, you're a tough little sneaky flippy.
Well, did you
squig.
see Aiden? He pulled out 38.
Dude,
Yeah, I know.
how many 20s did he roll?
None.
None. Usually he's like the king
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
20s.
He's usually he was in famine stage. He was not rolling well. He did
Ah.
really poorly. He's going to spend a lot of his his MP to turn that
Okay.
around.
What's her armor class?
Her armor class will be 12.
12. Okay.
It's her dexterity plus 10. There you go. And again, she can spend points to do that. Mm-hmm. Just put AB on or AP on there for ability point. Right there.
There we go.
Okay.
So under force powers, we're going to put AP instead of level because it's just the number of AP points she
Yeah.
has. All right.
All right, folks. Well, that went pretty fairly quickly. We have our squigs created. So her character's name is Shelly. That's 1 L and 3 E's, all in told. Her race is squig. There's 2 G's in squig.
Mommy, I put dice all over your phone.
You did. That's because you're weird. And weird is
Her
awesome.
background is orc. Her class is friend or pet. It just depends on how you want to do it. Armor class 12. Her total maximum hit points is 30, which is really good. Space Marines suck it. Her speed is 55. Her weapon is bite. It's 2d6 at melee. Her force power is a healing one. It's a Pain Boy's Apprentice. It heals 1d6 plus con. She can use it 3 times in a day. So all in told, she also has 140 mutation points. So
Here, let's hear that bite noise. What's it going to sound like when you bite somebody? Louder. Big bite.
all right, that sounds gross.
Oh, she has hairballs, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. All right,
gonna work
folks.
on the
Well,
bite
I'd
side.
like to thank everyone for showing up. This is nice short video. We will see you guys all for more D&D 40K on Sunday at 7. We will, or 7:30, more likely, and we will knock out some. It's not gonna be much in the way of fighting. It's more of an RP digestion. We're gonna level up the characters, so you guys can all see how that process works. After that episode of us doing that, we will in fact not ever level up on screen again. And I'll note that in the titles and stuff like that. It's just not a process that's as entertaining, but for training purposes and for you guys to learn how we do it,